If you have as little as $2,000 in your bank account right now, you can literally afford a home right now. I am not joking. So I just saw this thing on Twitter where basically Zillow has announced a new program where you could put as little as 1% down as a down payment in order to allow low income home buyers to afford to purchase a home. Now, there is so much to unpack here. I don't even know where to begin. Folks, number one, there's already one red flag that I saw when I read this article. The key language in the article is as little as 1%. So what that means is most of the people who want the 1% loan are going to be calling Zillow like, hey, I don't have enough money to afford a home, but I heard you guys are offering this program for people like me who shouldn't be buying a home in the first place. What you got for me? Well, Zillow's going to tell them, hey, we kind of just lied to get you to call us. Let's see if you actually qualify. I'm sorry, you actually didn't qualify, but let's talk about the people who actually qualify for this loan, okay? Because there's a lot of red flags here. First of all, there's been a lot going on in real estate, which really sucks for me because me and my girlfriend wanted to buy a home this year, but we can't because the interest rates are insane. You crazy as hell if you think I'm buying a home with a 7% interest rate as good as our credit scores are. Hell no. I want 2% or better. I ain't buying no home with no 7% interest rate. But anyway, I saw another article where they basically said that there are actually lenders out here right now that are offering 40-year mortgages. Like normally the highest you could go is 30, and now you got people offering 40-year mortgages. I mean, geez, at this rate, our grandkids are going to be getting 60-year mortgages. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, obviously, there are reasons why they're doing this, but I just want you guys to know right now, this is a trick. And I know you guys are smart, so you probably already know, but for those who don't know, I just want to go ahead and kind of explain the trick here, okay? So here's the trick. If they do make payments, you're going to pay way more than the price of your house in interest over the course of the loan because your freaking interest rate is 7%. So it doesn't even really matter that much that your down payment is as low as it is because, yes, they will give you the home. But at the end of the day, what you pay is what you pay. So whether you get a 1% down payment or a 5% or a 10% down payment, if the home is $300,000, the home is $300,000, $400,000, whatever it is. But with that interest rate, and I saw articles about this, because interest rates are so high, if you bought a $400,000 house right now and you got the 7.5% interest rate, I saw an article on this. They basically said that over the course of your entire, payment, whether it's 30 years or however long it takes you to pay it, you're going to end up paying $1 million for that goddamn house. Absolutely insane. And then the other way that they trick you is, let's say that you buy the house with a very low down payment, but you can't actually afford it over the long term because you just don't really have the money to afford that interest rate and those taxes that are going to kick your freaking butt. Well, here's the other way that they're going to trick you. Even if you can't make payments, all they're going to do is they're going to foreclose on you. The bank is going to get the house back, and they're going to do the exact same thing all over again. This is another situation where the banks win and the average American loses. This is why channels like mine, and also shout out to Orlando Minor. He has a great channel. He talks about real estate. These channels are important because we try to educate the average person on the tricks and the foolishness that happen in the market. And another reason why my channel is so important, guys, and I think I'm going to start making videos on this. I've always known this, but it's all kind of like starting to hit me all at once. Like I'm finally realizing that everything in life is a scam. I am so serious. Everything in America is a scam. And if you have lack of knowledge, if you don't understand how your banks work, if you don't understand how the real estate market works, the stock market, the job market, any of those things, you will get scammed. Everyday living in America is nothing more than a gigantic scam. We literally live in an oligarchy. I mean, I can rant about this for hours, but I'm so serious. We live in an oligarchy where the rich screw over the poor. And it pisses me the heck off, but it's absolutely true. When you look at the job market, studies have shown that most people are underpaid, which is why I gave you guys the free advice. I told you I do this every year. I love my job. I really do. But every single year I look for another job because at the end of the day, most jobs underpay you. So if you want to get paid what you're truly worth, or at least get closer to that number, you should absolutely be looking for another job. But besides that, student loans, scam. Housing market, if you don't know your stuff, scam. Banks, if you don't know what you're talking about, scam. The bottom line is, everybody should be educated on finances, and everybody should be educated on how the housing market works before you decide to buy a home. Because I'm telling you right now, Zillow is going to trick a lot of suckers in this whole 1% down payment. People are going to be like, oh, golly gee, oh my God, I get to buy a home finally with my little $2,000 I have in my bank account, which, by the way, I just want to be clear. They are creating an entire generation of renters. That is literally what's happening, but we'll get to that rant in a minute. If you cannot save, this is what I want to say. If you cannot save at the bare minimum, in my opinion, 3.5% to at least 5% to put down on your house, you're not ready for home ownership, okay? At least not yet. So don't fall for this Zillow crap. You should be putting at least 5% down, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You should definitely save some money to put down because it's an asset. It helps you to put down a decent down payment. You don't want to be putting down no goddamn 1%. There's always a trick to that. And the other thing I want to say is I saw this guy named Charlie something on Twitter. He posted a tweet that said that 3 years ago, 30-year mortgage rate was 2.91%. And the median existing home price in the entire U.S. was $300,000. Today, the 30-year mortgage rate is 7.23%, and the median home price is $407,000. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going conspiracy here, but I think this is the part where some of you guys are really going to disagree with me, but I'm just going to give my honest opinion. I personally believe that they are creating an entire generation of renters. That is really what I think. I know interest rates are going to go back down. I know. But hear me out. You look at the fact that interest rates are sky high. Now they're offering people 40-year mortgages. Then you look at the fact that there's articles about this too. People like BlackRock and all these different, basically Wall Street. Wall Street is buying a bunch of single family homes. Wall Street is literally buying a bunch of real estate and like single family units and all these different things. Why is Wall Street buying so much real estate? Why is Wall Street buying so much real estate? I'm telling you right now, they are trying to create an entire generation of renters. And that is exactly what's going to happen. You look at inflation, you look at the fact that most Americans just aren't making enough money. Then you got interest rates going to the goddamn roof. Most people can't even afford a $1,000 expense, which, by the way, just so you guys know, it wasn't always like this. This is a new thing where the average American is broke as crap. You know what I mean? So, just to really reiterate this, they are creating an entire generation of renters. I think it's sad. I think it's disgusting. I think it's awful because home ownership is one of the number one ways that the average American builds wealth. Your grandparents, they owned a home. That was a huge way for them to build wealth. My grandmother owns a home right now. When her time comes, her home will get passed down to my mother. When that happens, that home will probably get passed down to her kids, which is me and my siblings. That is a very important part of life that unfortunately people that are my age, I'm a millennial, and a younger generation after us, Gen Z, are not going to get to enjoy because they are literally creating an entire generation of renters. Absolutely insane. And also, the last thing I want to talk about, there was an article on CNBC. They said that mortgage demand has dropped to a 28-year low. Literally, nobody wants to get a freaking mortgage. That's why Zillow's trying to trick people because people are like, you see them interest rates? At least the smart people. They're like, I ain't buying a home. That's me and my girlfriend right now. We are so ready to buy a home. We got the credit score. We got the savings. We ready. Like, come on, let's go ahead and get this home. But we do not want that 7% interest rate. Hell no. To the no. Like, absolutely not. So anyway, that's today's video. I just wanted to go ahead and react to that. This is a late night vid. By the way, if you made it to the end of this video, you were absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. You were the greatest ever. And okay. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for work tomorrow. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.